Hey friends, it's Life Coach Rich. I wanted to make a quick video, give some commentary about the couple that was stabbed to death hiking in Arkansas, and then the two children, two girls, 7 and 9, were the survivors. Let me just say, let's just pray for those two girls, the emotional trauma that they're going to go through, deal with through counseling, and just the fact that they lost both their parents on the same day and they won't have them and they're so young. So it's just a very tragic situation. I just ask for you to pray for them as I'll be praying for them. I want to have a little bit of commentary related to this FBI agent that Fox News had on, and then I want to draw three things that we can learn from it, from this kind of a tragedy. It could have happened to any of us, me included. We could be in the wrong place at the wrong time, like she says, and it could happen to any of us. This is the kind of park that they were in, so this is the road going through there, and then there's trails off of it. So this is a secluded place. You're going to have lots of areas that are ambush points. You're not going to have like huge open trails that you can see forever. And they said that the cell phone service didn't even work here, so they couldn't call 911 if they wanted to. So it's a secluded spot, and unfortunately, some deranged guy just snapped and decided to kill somebody today. And so
his license plate was taped. And if it was taped going into the park ahead of the killings, that would indicate that this was premeditated. Do you think this was premeditated?
I do. I think that that's suspicious. I mean, who puts a tape over their license plate? I mean, they saw that Mazda vehicle rushing off. Thank goodness, again, law enforcement was able to get that information. But in my opinion, there was a precipitating stressor that caused this person to do this day. But again, understanding the relationship and the link, allegedly they do not even know each other. Let's look at this person's mental history, what their criminal history is, and get to the bottom of who he is. But again, this is just another wake-up call. I hate to say it, but you are not safe anywhere. And I don't believe in living in fear, but I believe that we always have to have our head on a swivel. This was a part of the park.
That, this was a part of the park. It didn't have cell service. You couldn't call 911 if you wanted to. Let me just draw 3 points out right here. What she's saying, we always have to have our head on a swivel, being aware of our surroundings. It's just called situational awareness, like what is around us, what to be prepared for some sort of attack. Like she's saying, you don't have to live in fear, but you just have to be aware of what's around you and be. The second thing is, I think, be prepared. So if you can have a firearm on you, a firearm for a man or a woman is an equalizer. I'm not a big guy. I'm 160 pounds. And so some, 250-pound guy, he's going to have almost 100 pounds on me, or maybe he's really young and fit and stocky, and I know a little bit of self-defense stuff, but when you throw a weapon in there, then you automatically jump to lethal force. So if you have to have at least something equal or beyond to deal with that. If you're in an area that you can get a concealed carry license, then I would suggest that you do that. It's for your own safety. And that is an equalizer for a man or a woman. A 125-pound woman, she's not going to be able to physically do anything against a 200-pound guy, let alone a 200-pound guy with a knife. All of a sudden, you have somebody approaching you, their demeanor and their face looks like they have evil intent, and that you see the knife, then you have reason to fear for your bodily safety, and then you can pull the weapon and then possibly engage in self-defense before they get there. So that's an equalizer, is being prepared, knowing what you can do, how to, having something that you know how to use and that you're comfortable with, then that's going to help protect yourself and your family. For women, think about that, because you might be in a situation where you have young kids, and you need to be able to, if you're there alone, you need to be able to protect yourself and your kids. So I highly recommend that you think about getting a firearm that you can carry with you. And then the last thing to think about is that women, if you're ever in a situation like this and you get your kids away to safety, do not return without help. Now, please, no disrespect to this woman. I'm sure that she's just in the moment. She's coming back to try to help the husband that she loves. Maybe my wife would have done the same thing. But if he just got taken out, then there's nothing that you're going to do that's going to help the situation. There's not a loving man and husband that would not sacrifice their life to save the life of their wife and kids. So in that situation, I'm going to try to occupy him, and maybe I'm taking some blows, maybe I'm getting stabbed. I'm yelling, run, get away, go get help. I don't want my wife to come back without help, but specifically get the kids away and then get yourself to safety. And if that means that I die in the process, I'm okay with that, because that's part of what I'm about as a protector of my family. So just I just know it's just a tragic situation. They're in the wrong place at the wrong time. No disrespect to the couple, because it could have easily been me and my wife reported as we were stabbed to death on while we were hiking. It could have been us as well. So I'm just saying, if there's anything that we can learn from this, listen to the FBI agent saying that we're not necessarily safe anywhere. So be aware of that. You never know what crazy person is around you looking to do harm because they just snapped. And that's what this kind of situation looked like. Let us learn from this. And again, pray for the kids that are surviving. Hopefully they have the parents that are deceased now, hopefully they had a sister or brother that could adopt them, or their grandparents that are in good health that could continue raising those little girls. Pray for that situation and their comfort and healing. I know that I will be. Thank you for watching. Please share, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.